This is an example of bad packaging. Very bad packaging, as can be seen by the effort I had to do to get into it. Now this contained, as can be seen, piri, little peppers which are moderately hot, and it's manufactured by a company called Maçarico. I do not know who's actually responsible for the packaging, but whoever it was really ought to have a look at how they do things. Now, I bought this in Poland, that's where I am now. The piri comes from Portugal. I like hot food. I need hot food for the way I cook. I might do some videos about me cooking at another time, but not at the moment. Basically, this is not a cheap product in this country. It's not particularly expensive. Came in at just under €4, so I wouldn't say it's exactly super luxury. But at the same time, the way I eat these things, it's one portion of one ingredient in a meal that we made for 6 people. So really, I wouldn't say it was exactly cheap either. And certainly, you don't expect to have to open it in this manner. Now, it's a metal closure on a glass jar. I tried lots of things to actually get this open. I tried obviously the usual thing you try is force, and then I tried hot water, and then at the end I used a knife to puncture it and then try and open it in that way. I even tried a can opener, but that obviously didn't work. Although it did help me actually once I punctured it to get it further open. That shouldn't be necessary. Now I of course would be the first to complain if the goods had arrived to me damaged or spoiled. So it has to be airtight, but it doesn't have to be so airtight that you can't get into it. Now in doing things like this, clearly small amounts of metal would have got into the food and potentially contaminated it, which means it's now contaminated me because I ate what was inside. What are the solutions? Well, there's a number of solutions. The first thing is you don't need to manufacture something which is so difficult to get off in this manner. Another thing I tried was forcing knives under it, but that didn't work either. You can use a solution which is in 2 parts, for example, which are manufactured, which allows a limited amount of force on the top and it turns, but in turning that actually forces the bottom part to open as well. So that's one solution that you can use. You can use other types of materials as the closure. It doesn't have to be made out of metal in this way. It could have been made out of plastic or other types. The bottom part, and it didn't have to be out of glass. It could be also out of plastic. There's various solutions that could have been done, but this is totally inexcusable. It shouldn't happen at all. Now, if there's anybody here from Maçarico who would be interested to know how to do this properly, first of all, you can see my website, or you can see there's a copy of my magazine, Central and Eastern European Packaging. I mean, everything's packaging is the same everywhere. I know Portugal's not in Central and Eastern Europe, but you could have a look at something like this, which would give a vague idea on how to do things. I don't manufacture the things which are inside, so we just describe how they are. But I, for one, will not be buying any more products from this company, and the reason I'm not going to be buying any more products in this company is because of that. So if anybody is here from Maçarico, give that some consideration and change the way you package things.